You may recognize Leighton Meester as the quintessential Upper East Side queen, but her real-life tale reads more like a drama. Continue reading because the tragedies and twists you'll learn next are quite different from Blair Waldorf's scenario. This is the heartbreaking real-life story of a star behind the scenes, from a childhood filled with secrets to heartbreaks that almost broke her. Leighton's early years were anything but glitzy. She was born in Fort Worth, Texas. Because he was incarcerated for crimes he hardly spoke about, her father was frequently away. When Leighton was 8 years old, her mother relocated them to New York City to shield her from inquiries, working several jobs to put food on the table. Leighton carried that uncertainty into her aspirations to become an actress. Because she was taught early on that stability may disappear in an instant. She exudes confidence on screen, yet she struggled with anxiousness off. In an attempt to gain control over her life, she enrolled in professional ballet courses when she was 11 years old. However, every rehearsal error sent her into a panic, causing her hands to quiver and her heart to accelerate. However, she persevered and got her first TV part at the age of 15. It seemed like a lifeline, an opportunity to change the course of her early years. However, the demands of acting included lengthy auditions, rejection letters, and a persistent worry that her history would resurface. She made her breakthrough when she was cast as Blair Waldorf in the popular teen drama. All of a sudden, Leighton was wearing beautiful outfits and walking the red carpet. However, the past was not erased by achievement. Even though she resided in a high-rise apartment, she kept thinking about the nights she had missed and the empty rooms. She withdrew into herself after the cameras stopped filming, spending her days reading scripts and her nights browsing social media, fearing hurtful remarks about her appearance or weight. It was a solitary spotlight, and the applause of admirers frequently sounded like faraway echoes. Leighton had her darkest moment during a break. She was devastated and left adrift after a close friend and fellow actor passed away suddenly. She skipped scheduled call times and canceled interviews, isolating herself for weeks. Unable to conceal her anguish, her coworkers discovered her sobbing in makeup chairs. Since real life was so cruelly harsh, she thought about giving up acting because she couldn't handle another happy moment. Rather, music gave her strength. After picking up a guitar one evening, she started creating songs about hope and grief. Because she had always liked singing, her rehabilitation turned into music, with each line serving as a therapeutic step. She quickly recorded an EP, giving the songs her all. Although it was daunting to share that song with the world, people sent supportive words in response. She became aware that she wasn't alone as others shared their personal tales of loss with her. Leighton was rejuvenated and went back to acting with a fresh outlook. Instead of playing flawless princesses, she opted for characters that resonated with her experience, women who had triumphed over hardship. She developed a script about a family ripped apart by secrets and made appearances in independent and Broadway productions. Her depth and genuineness were commended by critics who noted the unadulterated passion she infused into each role. Leighton had to deal with her father's absence in her personal life. She found him as an adult, offered him an opportunity to apologize, and invited him to treatment sessions. After months of correspondence and phone conversations, he finally accepted after first declining. Though their connection remained complex, Leighton found some closure after they met in private and talked about their regrets and longings. One of the main pillars of her recovery was that act of forgiveness. Leighton Meester now juggles campaigning, music, and acting. She shares her story to help mental health organizations and demonstrate that achievement can coexist with loss and worry. She helps children develop their own future scripts as a volunteer at youth centers. And because she understands that strength comes from overcoming tragedy rather than avoiding it, she embraces every challenge, whether it be on stage or in the set. Please hit like and let me know in the comments which aspect of Leighton's story of adversity and resiliency surprised you the most. For more real stories behind the headlines, remember to subscribe and hit the bell. I appreciate you watching, and I hope to see you at our next in-depth discussion.